I'm going to be doing a fall reading vlog. The first book I'm going to be reading is The Cinnamon Spice Inn. Right now, I'm only about like 5 chapters into the book, and it's interesting. It kind of feels like a Hallmark movie. It's pretty bingeable so far. So it has that going for it. As far as the story, hey, who knows? It's second chance romance. Madison is back in her hometown because she got a mysterious letter saying that her dad needs help running the inn. She decides to leave New York to come back to her small town to help out, but the night she gets back, a big storm hits and a tree falls into the front room of the inn. So they have to call the town contractor, who happens to be her ex. Yes, yes. Zach is shocked to see her because she just up and left years ago and he hasn't seen her since. Oh my gosh, this is so like stereotypical holiday romance, but you literally can't blame me. You can't blame me. I'm getting in the spirit of the season. This is this author's debut novel. This is the cover. I'm reading it on my Kindle. Focus. And it kind of looks like the Dream Harbor series. It kind of does. Ever since that series started to come out, I've been seeing other books come out looking similar. I actually was going to read another book by a different author. What was that called? Also kind of looks like that series. I was going to read that and I had to DNF it because it was really bad. I got some decor the other day. I'd been lighting my whipped pumpkin butter candle from last fall. And I did get some more candles. I got 2 more candles this year already. Today I had a pumpkin spice latte, so we are in the mood. We are in the groove. It's September, so that's literally fall. That's fall for me. Yeah, I live in Florida, so it doesn't feel like fall until like November, sadly. Sometimes there's a little light breeze. This morning I felt cold in my car with the air on. In my dreams, it is chilly willy outside. I finished reading The Cinnamon Spice Inn and I really liked it. I rated it 4 stars. Was it the best thing I've ever read? No. No. But you know what? It was really fun. The fall vibes were there. It was really fast-paced, really easy to get into. Right when I started reading it, I was like, okay, can I move in? I didn't want to put it down. I kind of gave me Gilmore Girls, kind of a little bit of Hallmark, but you know what? That's fine because during this season, you know, if the vibes are there, I'm all right. Zach is her high school boyfriend. He's working on the inn to help repair things, so it's a bit of forced proximity. It's second chance romance. I love the small town vibes. She reconnects with her friends. It was honestly so cute, and there were some miscommunications, of course, in every romance practically ever, but this stuff was talked about relatively soon. There's a miscommunication that happens that was like from their past of why they originally broke up, and that was discussed like 30-40% in, so pretty good. And like everything was talked about relatively soon afterwards. It didn't go the whole entire book until they talked about it, but there's gonna be another book. It's like the Spiced Cocoa Cafe, I think. Hey, I am going to read it. It was fun. The next book I'm going to read is Mexican Gothic, about a girl who is going to the Mexican countryside to visit her cousin who moved there with her husband, but her cousin sent her family a letter saying that she was being poisoned and that she was going crazy and there's voices in the walls and people are coming for her and that she needs help and freaking out. So she is heading there to try to figure out what's going on, see if she can maybe help her cousin or maybe even take her cousin back home. It's very eerie, but the atmosphere is very cool. She thinks that there might be ghosts in the house, but she doesn't really believe in that sort of thing, and the people that live there are kind of super uber creepy, I'm 65% in and I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this. Big vibes are there. It's super good. I really hate the characters, but like that's the whole point. I feel like it's so far. I don't know if I know how it's gonna end or what really is going on in this house. I don't know. I really like this. I wish that this is the cover, to be honest. I just love the colors. It just looks so cool. I love the art style. And I really like the story so far. I will let you know when I finish it. And now I have to figure out what I'm reading next because I have no idea. I finished Mexican Gothic and I really liked this. I rated it 4 stars. It was definitely more horror than anything, but as far as a mystery aspect, I think that it was interesting and pretty unique. I have read horror books with similar aspects, so it wasn't as shocking to me, but I did really enjoy it and the writing was really good and it was very atmospheric. I would recommend picking this up. It's perfect for the fall season. And I found out that this is a UK cover. I kind of really want that, but we will see, maybe one day. There was like a subplot of romance. Some parts were really gross. Really icky. Like I was reading it feeling a wee bit sick to my stomach. Me and my friend started, I don't own this book, Her Soul to Take. Oh my god. Paranormal romance. It follows Leon, who's a demon that is being controlled by this cult because they have a grimoire with his name in it. And Ray, who posts YouTube videos on like paranormal sightings and ghost hunting, she happens to come into contact with this sister and brother who are going to the same university as her, and they happen to be the children of the leader of the cult. And she's randomly in conversation mentions that she does investigations on paranormal activity, so they tell their dad, and now the cult is after her. Right. It's very spooky, very culty, very fitting for the season. I will keep you updated. And then I don't know what I'm gonna read after that. I have a bit of a reading update. I have been pretty busy the past couple days, so I haven't been able to film, but I read The Entanglement of Rival Wizards. I've been buddy reading this with my friend. We've been reading it throughout the month, and I liked it. It took me a little bit to get into the world, but it follows 2 rival wizards who are in competition for the same grant, and the only way that they can get it is if they work together. So it's a little bit of force proximity. Sebastian is a human, but he has magic because that's like, I guess, what they have in this world. Elethro, I don't know how to say his name, is half elf, and Sebastian doesn't like his family, so he already assumes that he's gonna be horrible. Sebastian is from the evocation department and he is from the conjuration department. The 2 departments themselves have a rivalry going, so then they kind of just automatically assume that they do. And it was really cute. I liked it. I really do like this author's writing. The 3rd book that I've read by her, romance, set in a magical world, cozy, kind of fall vibes. I'd say fall because there's magic, and to me, fall and Halloween, that's all like anything with witches, anything with magic, anything with vampires and werewolves, all that. I rated it 4 stars. Not my favorite of her books, but still really liked it. This is a new series of hers as well. The other 2 books are separate. I liked the characters, I liked the side characters. The plot was interesting. So the next books that I read, I don't own any of them. I was feeling like in the spooky mood, not only fall, but spooky, like spooky Halloween. I'm a big fan of Heather here on YouTube. I love her videos, and she was talking about reading Her Soul to Take and how it was like spooky romance, and I was like, okay, cool. So me and my friend read that. It was crazy, but I did really like it. It is romance, it is spooky, it is crazy, but the plot was so good. This cult believes that they have to make sacrifices to this god before the god can come back. They're trying to find people to sacrifice, and she doesn't believe that there's anything wrong with these people. She's like, no. Them? A cult? No, you're silly, you're crazy, that's not happening. But alas, it is. Then I read 2 that I wish I didn't, and then we'll get into some other ones. I read Carved from the Heart. 0 out of 5. One of the worst heinous books I've read ever. So sorry to the author. Why would someone ever write this? I got it for free on Stuff Your Kindle Day for Halloween last year. I didn't know what it was back then, but I saw people saying to get it and read it for Halloween. I said, cool. I said, oh, fun. Okay, sure, I'll do it. Why not? It's free. And I finally read it, and I didn't read the blurb before I did. It was so short. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have DNF'd it. It was one of the worst books I have ever read in my whole existence. This witch is like building her dream boyfriend. So bad. So bad. Then I read... I like both of these were in my Kindle library. I really need to pay more attention to what I'm getting on Stuff Your Kindle Day. I see a couple people say, oh, this is fun and cool, you should get it. And I say, hey, sure, why not? And a lot of them are indie authors, so I'm like, I want to support. Some people write things that are just not for me. So then I read Bitten on Halloween. This is like a 13 book series. I think all the books are by different people though. And I was like, oh, if it's like fun and cute, like maybe I'll read the other ones over Halloween, because like it's pretty short. So I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. No. I'm like not even gonna talk about this book. I'm not even gonna go into details. Just know, don't read it. But a witch, at one point, she kisses a zombie. Dead for 8 years. I almost threw up. Hey, that's so nasty. Hey, that's so gross. Like, that's not, oh, that's not good. That's, ew! She's talking about the ooey gooey coming out of his head. And like the dirt on his face. And then she kissed him. Again, wish I had DNF'd, but it was so short, so I powered through. Mind you, I read both those in like one sitting. Like, these were quick, but I still regret the choices. But glad I got those out of my library. At least there's that. A couple of authors that I do like put out some Halloween novella. I'll go over them favorite to least favorite. First one, my favorite, surprisingly, was Hot for Slayer by Ali Hazelwood. I liked this one. It was a little longer than the other one, so there was kind of a little bit more plot to it. Like, that was my only thing. Like, with some of the other ones, there wasn't that much. Like, I wish it was longer. I rated this one 4 stars. I'm not gonna rate novella higher than 4 stars, I think, maybe ever, because they're so short. So it feels like maybe not. This one is between a vampire and a vampire slayer, and they've known each other for hundreds and hundreds of years. Like, he's trying to come up to her, she's trying to fight him off, and then she gets captured by another vampire, and then he swoops in to save her. When he grabs her and dives out of the way, he hits his head and loses his memories. But it was really cute. I actually really liked it. Space Vampire by Ruby Dixon. I've never read anything by Ruby Dixon. I know she has the Ice Planet Barbarians, which I have some friends who have read those books and say to read them maybe one day. Maybe. After reading this, hey, maybe, because I actually liked this. This is pretty interesting. It was about a girl who had been kept as like a pet to these aliens, and then when an experiment goes bad, all the aliens flee the ship, and she's left on there with the failed experiment, aka the vampire. But he's like kind kind of like an alien vampire. They're trapped there and they have to wait like a week until the pod is charged enough that they can flee before the aliens come back. I'd be interested in reading more by her now, actually. Then My Boyfriends Are All Monsters by Kimberly Lemming. The only reason that this is third on the list is because it wasn't long enough. Mama, I love you! I love Kimberly Lemming. She's so crazy. She's so crazy, girl. She writes the most insane things. She wrote the Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, The Time I Got Drunk and Needed a Love Potion at a Werewolf, I Got Abducted by Aliens and Now I'm Trapped in a Rom-Com. She wrote all of that, and I love all of those books. She's so funny. I love her books dearly. This one follows a girl who is on a hiking date with this man, and his girl best friend's there, and they're with a group, and she falls down like a hill, and the mountain, like, it's like a spirit. Her boyfriend is like, oh, like, you're just dragging us down, like, we're gonna head up to the mountain, to the spot that we're going to, like, you can just take your time going up there and we'll be up there. And she's like, you're seriously gonna leave me? Are you crazy? And he's like, yeah, bye. She throws a coin into this fountain and wishes to meet a man that will, like, be kind and sweet to her. The mountain is like, oh my gosh. Or like the woods, the spirit. I need to grant this wish for her. Turns himself into a man. He made this whole town on this mountain. Like this cute little small town. And he's like, shows up on horseback, and she's like, you literally look like a guy from a cover of a book that I've read. And he's like, do I really? He like modeled himself after that. This is crazy. It's so funny. That's what I'm saying. Like, her books are crazy, but I love her. Mom's just trying to woo her. Beautiful Nightmare. This is by Katie Roberts, same author as Neon Gods, which I read that book and I liked it. So I was pretty excited for this one, and I liked it. It follows a like sleep paralysis demon, and she's never done it by herself. And she goes to scare this guy, but instead of being scared, you're so beautiful. And she's like, what is wrong with you? I'm literally a demon, you freak. No, like, I want to get to know you. I want to talk to you. That was interesting. Then I would say Falling by Christina Lauren. I've never read anything by Christina Lauren. I didn't love the characters as much. The guy is some kind of magical creature man thing. We don't really know. He doesn't, like, they don't tell you until later. Look at someone and be like, come here, and then they'll come to him. But he does this and she doesn't respond to it. What was that? Who just said something? But like, they're not supposed to actually hear it. So she's not really affected by his magic. Like, she can ignore it. And he's like, that's never happened before. She's different. She's special. That is the end of this fall reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be having multiple fall reading vlogs. These are just pretty casual. I need to read more books actually on my fall TBR. But the next book I'm going to read is Love's a Witch. I'm gonna be reading that at the start of my next vlog, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.